Hey guys, it's CloneBoyOllie here again, and today I'm going to be showing you all of my Star Wars 3 3/4 inch Clone Trooper action figures. As you can see, it's a nice little collection at the moment, but I intend for it to expand as much as it can. So without further ado, here's a look at the first Clone Trooper. Up first is the Clone Wars 2003 Genndy Tartakovsky Captain Fordo figure. Now I showed off this figure already in my Clone Wars figure collection showcase video, so I'm not going to go over it in too much detail here, but as you can see it comes with his DC-17 pistols, and it's a pretty nice looking figure overall. It doesn't come with a removable helmet, but that's fine as it is. It's pretty hard plastic, so that's always nice to see, but it does have trouble standing up without the stand that comes with each of these. And there's your Captain Fordo. Next we have three clones with very limited articulation. They only move in the arms and the head. I think they were intended to just be displayed in one pose, so they're static figures. Kind of like the 2003 Clone Wars figures, like Fordo. Although these ones really are limited in movement. These came in a 3-pack. You can get different patterned troopers, but they're all in either this stance, the kneeling stance, or lid down. Now I find this trooper to be somewhat useless when displaying or in my collection because it's just flat. All it can do is just lay down. You can kind of prop him up a bit with the arms going down, but it's just not good enough. And I think these were released alongside Revenge of the Sith, so very old. I don't like that one. Kneeling. The kneeling guy's cool. It's got a cool pose. They all come with their own different guns, which are pretty standard stuff. But this one moves at the waist, so that's a little better at least. But he does look good kneeling next to a standing trooper. And as for the standing trooper, we have a 91st Reconnaissance Corps guy. He is pretty cool. Comes with a DC-15, raises his arms all the way over his head. But apart from that, he's just pretty much like the kneeling guy, only standing up. Wow! Now here is Captain Rex, the Phase 1 version. I think this one is one of the first Clone Wars figures that was released. You can tell by just how they tried to get the dirt into the white on the armors, which was very heavily seen in the movie on Christophsis. You can tell clones were all battered and beaten up, and it was kind of a cool look for the movie. Doesn't really hold his DC-17s that well, because the hands are a little too tight. As for this Captain Rex figure, he was my brother's action figure, but he gave him to me because Captain Rex was his favourite. As for the helmet, let's just take it off. Now, I'm not a big fan of this helmet. I'm not sure why it is. Maybe because of the mouth line is a bit too low, or the blue is a bit too dark. Just kind of blends in with the black on the visor, but I'm just not a big fan of it. I much prefer the Phase 2 helmet, which I'll have to pick up sometime and review. As he has a removable helmet, you can see he also has a Tamara Morrison Clone Wars head underneath, which has pretty good facial detailing, considering this was one of the first Clone Wars figures. It's a tanned head, he has the Rex blonde hair, and overall it's a very good head sculpt. And he comes with a pauldron, which is very loose, so that's another point off for that, but it does fit on pretty well. You can always take that off if you want. And there he goes with the pistol again. I thought he'd be good at holding his pistols by the amount of time he does it in the show. Here we have a camera. It's soft, it's nice, it's rubbery, it's very good. This figure overall is, I'd say, average. An average figure. You can also put the blasters into Rex's holsters, which fit quite tightly, so they're not going to fall out like they do in his hands. And there you go. There's Captain Rex. You can't have Rex without Cody, and so here is the Phase 2 Commander Cody figure. He also has a removable helmet like Rex, and as you can see, his head is unique in that it has the red tattoo seen in the Clone Wars show. As for his head sculpt, it's pretty nice. Got the flat top for the shaved hair. That's pretty good. Now if we put his helmet back on, you can see all the detailing on it. Very nice. No paint going over the edges. Nice and neat. And we look at the armor. You can see the 2/12 stripes, and it's all pretty good. All the same amount of quality all throughout. He has his jetpack that he never uses. There's the aerial antenna on his shoulder, and his DC-15. Now, the problem I have with the head is you can just see the chin poking out from it. So the helmet doesn't go all the way down unless you really force it on. And that's a bit of an issue, but it doesn't really take away from the fact that this is a cool figure. Now, if you would have asked me a few years ago who my favourite clone trooper was, I would have told you Commander Cody, obviously. But since the Clone Wars came out, there's just been so many cool new clone trooper designs that I'm really not sure if Cody is my favourite right now. But it all could change. We'll have to see. Now here we have the Phase 2 Revenge of the Sith plain clone trooper. Now this is molded in hard plastic, so it's very, very sturdy, and it won't fall over. If I just slam it on the table, it won't fall over. It's a lot sturdier than my Commander Cody Clone Wars figure, because that has thinner legs, so it's not thick, and it's not very good at standing up. But with this figure in particular, he has a special action feature. If you push his legs together, the arm goes up. Because that's what clones do. You know, if he's firing or hitting a battle droid or something, that's normal. It's actually quite fun, to be honest. But, that does limit his posability somewhat at the elbows. But you know, you gotta accept that as a trade-off when you want such an amazingly cool feature as this. Speaking of plain Phase 2 Revenge of the Sith clone figures, here we have the same model, except this time it doesn't have the special feature. This is the fully articulated version of the previous figure. It comes with a aerial backpack and his own DC-15, and it's just a lot shinier, a lot cleaner, and a lot better than the other figure. I did buy these two loose from different sellers though, so it might just be from the condition they kept them in. But yes, I do like this figure a lot better than that one. But anyway, there are my two plain Revenge of the Sith clone boys. They're good boys, but what about the bad boys? Here's a bad boy, Coruscant Guard Shock Trooper. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Working with pelts. Now, he is one of the most detailed figures I have. If you can just see all those red lines on his helmet. The detailing, the paint detail on this figure is just exquisite. It's just so professionally done. I just love it. Now he's the same as the second figure I just showed, with the backpack and the DC-15, except now he's in red. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And that'll do it for my Phase 2 Revenge of the Sith Clone Troopers. Now, one note I just want to add before I finish this collection showcase Clone Trooper video is that a couple of years ago I did have the 2-pack with Lieutenant Thayer and I believe either Jack or Reese from the first episode of the Clone Wars show. Now, since then I've lost those figures, so I had to start up a new collection with these guys. And I really do hope to expand over the coming months and have an army fitting of the name Grand Army of the Republic. But for now, we got some good boys, we got some bad boys, we got some commander boys. It's just pretty good. So that'll wrap things up. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Tell me in the comments which of these figures is your favourite. Do you own any of these? Let me know. And I'll see you all in the next video.